So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and we're continuing with All-Star Comics number 3, and this from winter 1941, and this is the Hawkman portion of it. Some of you may have heard about the eruption of Mount Krakatoa on an island between Java and Sumatra in 1883, where 36,000 people were killed. Well, there's a strange story about things that occurred there recently. Last year, Krakatoa went into action again. I was present as Carter Hall, of course, at a gathering in the Science Club of New York. So this is actually Hawkman narrating this story. I discovered Shiera Sanders was my helpmate in prior. My helpmate in prior adventures, was going after information. Yes, the society has decided to study the volcano, and more than that, I'm going to investigate some queer tales. She spoke of strange balls of fire seen by the natives and of fierce explosions heard underground. After the science session, I escorted Shiera home. I'm sailing to Krakatoa tomorrow. Well, good luck and be careful. Oh, Carter, help! Die, Professor of Ancient Mysteries. Mazda the Great has ordered your death. But as I left, a man was lurking in the shrubbery waiting to kill her. Luckily, I was on him before he could drive the blade home. Spoke out of turn a little, didn't you? Shiera Sanders is going to Krakatoa. She had better stay away or the fire ghosts will get her. She seeks to learn about Mazda, who controls them, and that is forbidden. Don't harm him, Carter. Let him go. Okay. I've heard of the fire ghosts. They are supposed to live in the flames of the volcano. It isn't right. You should go alone. I wish you'd give up the idea. You'll be hurt. After leaving her, I returned home, changed clothes. I became the Hawkman, the hammer of Thor. He was a blacksmith, so the hammer should do all right. I knew Shiera would investigate the mystery in spite of what I had said, so I set out for Krakatoa at once. I can look over the place long before Shiera arrives. Finally, I reached a native village near Krakatoa. Seems peaceful enough, but what's that? Out of the mountain blackness shot a beam of blinding light. I can't let them get away with this. I've got to find out what caused that explosion. The fire ghosts were men encased in living flames. I dropped into the crater. I advanced as near as I could to the flaming sea. The heat is maddening. How anyone could live here is beyond me. Meanwhile, Shiera arrives at the coastal town. First to unpack these things, then I'll visit Krakatoa tomorrow. She was surprised to see me that evening. Ooh, the hawk. So, you paid a visit to the fire ghosts already, and it's true, they live in fire and flame. Yes, they have terrible power. We'll have to get asbestos clothes. Early the following day, we secured asbestos suit and set out for the crater of Krakatoa. These suits will resist a great deal of heat, and where we're going, Shiera, it's going to be plenty hot. We continued down the volcano a short ways when... Shh! Duck behind that rock. Someone's coming. As a guard rounded a turn, I smashed him with a hard right. 9, 10, you're out. Hawk, how can he stand this terrible heat? These men are coated with a strange substance made of fire itself. Look, those men coming. They'll kill us for being here. I met their attack, and they were too many for me. I was borne to the ground, and we were taken prisoners. We were brought before their ruler, Mazda. Creatures from the outer world, I, Mazda the Great, intend to destroy your puny world. I show you how. Come. This is my force generator. It harnesses the pockets of hot steam from the volcano and fuses them into sheer power. It can destroy the earth. Too bad such beauty must perish in the lava beds, but I cannot spare you. We were united except for the wings and taken to a cliff inside the volcano where we were hurled over the brink. As we plunged downward, I snapped the rope that bound my wings. Whew, just in time. Now to save Shiera. Just above the boiling lava, I caught Shiera and with my great wings took her to safety. This must be before she became Hawkgirl. The next thing I did was to smash the generator with my hammer. I think the world will rest easier after this. Wait here. I'm going after that madman Mazda. Clear the track, boys. The express is coming through. Oh, what a Lulu, and right on the button. Stop him, you fool. Stop him before he ruins everything. With a wild leap, Mazda threw himself at me. I'll finish you myself. But I slipped to the ground with a Herculean effort tossed Mazda over me and over the cliff. Yeah, guess that ends the threat of Krakatoa. I went back for Shiera, then raced from the roaring crater. Scarcely had we passed the lip of the crater than the interior blew up, caused by my destruction of the generator. The man below, caught by the explosion, looked just in time. It was the native who tried to knife Shiera. You again. Oh, well, I'm dying. I'll tell you I know. Mazda was a scientist who conceived the idea of using the energy within a volcano to make himself a world power. He invented suits of asbestos-like material that fire couldn't penetrate. It scared the natives who thought they saw fire ghosts. The mortally wounded man passed away shortly afterwards. He's dead. And this completes my report, a tale of a rule-crazed mind. Rule-crazed. I took Shiera back to her hotel, then flew homewards. No one will believe me. What shall I do? Tell them it was a lot of native tales. They'll never know the difference. And that's the end of the story of the fire ghosts. Yes, except that I've always regretted not finding out exactly what those flame suits were made of. Well, Spectre, do you think you can top that story? I don't know, but I can try. This happened not long ago, so the next story is going to be Spectre. I'm not sure what this guy was going to do with a planet-destroying machine, but I guess we'll never find out because he's dead.